Good day, everyone. For the second quarter, our first topic is about conversion of metric units. At the end of this video lesson, the learner will be able to convert measurements from one unit to another in metric system. This video lesson is divided into two parts. The first part is about conversion of measures of length, area, mass, and volume, while the second part is about conversion of measures of time and temperature. Since we'll be dealing about different kinds of measurements, let's talk about the two kinds of system, the metric system and English system. Inches, feet, pounds are examples of units in the English system and are basically used by English or American people, while the metric system, like meters, centimeters, kilograms, kiloliters, are examples of units in the metric system. And this is the preferred system of scientific units because majority of the countries in the world employ or use this kind of system. The prefixes attached to metric units carry the same meaning for all base units, and the metric system is based upon powers of 10, which is convenient and easy to use and compute. So let's deal first with the measures of length. Length refers to how long, how short, how near or far an object is. The basic unit of length in the metric system is meter. As you can see here, these are the equivalent units. 1 kilometer is equal to 10 hectometers. 1 hectometer is equal to 10 decameters. 1 decameter is equal to 10 meters. 1 meter equals 10 decimeters. 1 decimeter equals 10 centimeters. And 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. So to easily remember that, you can use this metric converter or this line, and then ilagay natin dito ang mga symbols. Ang nasa gitna is ang ating base unit, which is the meter. On the right side of it, ilagay natin ang mga smaller units just like decimeters, centimeters, and millimeters. Ibig sabihin, mas maliit yung measure na to compare kay meters. And we usually use this to measure smaller objects, just like pencil, ballpen, ruler, notebook, books. So ito yung mga units na ginagamit natin to indicate the measures of smaller objects. Pero kapag lumaki yung object or lumayo yung distance ng isang object to another, it's proper to use larger units such as decameters, hectometers, and kilometers. So these are larger units compared to the base meter. So remember yung pagkakasunod-sunod niyan from smaller to the larger. So sabi kanina, madali lang intindihin at gamitin ang metric system because it is based on the powers of 10. Ibig sabihin, this one compare with this is 10 units smaller than this. So we can say that 10 millimeters equals 1 centimeter. 10 centimeters equals 1 decimeter. 10 decimeters is equal to 1 meter, and so on so forth. Or another way to approach that, we can have 10 times 10, that's 100. That means 100 millimeters is equal to 1 decimeter. Another 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. That means 1,000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. So, ayun ang ibig sabihin ng base of 10. So, how do we convert units? To convert units using the metric converter, we simply move the decimal point according to the number of places and the direction. So remember that units on the right side are smaller compared to the units on the left side. So usually, if we are converting smaller units to larger units, we use division, while larger units to smaller units, we use multiplication. Pero dahil nga we're not going to compute, gagamitin lang natin itong simple technique na ito. So let's have an example. Convert 3.2 meters to millimeter. So we have 3.2 meters and we're going to convert it into millimeters. So nandito ang ating meters and ito naman ang ating millimeters. So, ilang units away yan? 1, 2, 3. Sabi, we simply move the decimal point according to the number of places and the direction. So, this one is from left to right. 1, 2, 3. So, therefore, it will become 3,200. That means 3.2 meters equals 3,200 millimeters. Okay, i-check natin kasi kanina sabi natin if it is larger to smaller, we use multiplication. So, it is 3.2 times. Gaano kalayo? 10 times 10 times 10. So, this is 1,000. So, 3.2 times 1,000, that's actually 3,200. So, which really means na tama ang ating technique. Next, convert 87,600 centimeters to kilometers. So this time, centimeters to kilometers. So this is going to the left. So how many units away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 87,600. Nandito ang ating decimal point. We will move it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, nandiyan na ang ating decimal point. So, it will become 0.87600 kilometers. And then, kung talagang i-compute nga natin, it will become 87,600. It will be divided by 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 will become 100,000. So, rather than doing division, mas madali kung i-move lang natin ang decimal point. The last example, convert 8 hectometers to meter. So, 8 hectometers, ito yun, going to meters, so that is just 2 units to the right. So, this is 8, 2 units to the right, 1, 2, so it will become 800 meters. So, that's how we convert measures of length. Let's proceed to measures of area. Area refers to the space occupied by an object, and the basic unit of area is the square meters. So, alam natin na kapag area, this is the product of base and height, side and side, length times width. Kaya naman, we have a square or exponent of 2 in our unit of measurement. And then this table shows some equivalent measures of area. We can still use the metric converter. Nilagyan lang din natin ng exponent na 2 to indicate that we are converting measures of area. This time, ang meaning nito is that if we convert one unit to another, instead of using base of 10, we will be squaring the base. So, it means 10 times 10, 100. So it means 100 square meters is equal to 1 decameter, or we can have this 10 squared times 10 squared times 10 squared, that is 10 to the 6th power, or 1 million. So it means 1 million square meters is equal to 1 square kilometers. Okay, so that's how we deal with it. How do we convert area units? So the metric converter can also be used in converting units of area, but this time the decimal point is moved twice. The number of spaces to the right or to the left. So ganun pa rin, pero instead na isang beses lang natin i-count yung pag-move, ang gagawin natin is bibilangin natin yung i-move natin, and then we multiply it by 2. So let's have an example. Let's convert 14.3 decimeters square to hectometers square. So, gaano to kalayo? 1, 2, 3. So, 3 units away from each other. Pero dahil area units to, or square units, i-multiply natin ito twice. So, 3 times 2, 6. So, we will be moving the decimal point 6 times. So, from 14.3 papunta sa left. So, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then, let's fill in the gap with zeros. So, here, 14.3 square decimeters is equal to 0.0000143 square hectometers. Another, let's convert 2,400 square meters to square centimeters. So this time, square meters to square centimeters. So, gaano kalayo? 1, 2. So, instead na 2 times lang, again, twice of it is 4. So, from 2,400 and then going to the right, move natin 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nandito ang decimal point, fill in with zeros. So, this one will be 24 million square centimeters. And the last one, convert 0.0074 decameters square to decimeters square. So again, kapag may A, that means deca with letter A. And then kapag wala naman, that means decimeters. So here, decameters to decimeters. So 1, 2. 2 times of that is 4. So from 0.0074, let's move it to the right. It will just be 74 square decimeters. So that's how we convert area units. Now let's proceed to the measures of volume. Volume refers to how much space is contained in an object. And this time, the basic unit for volume is liter. So, karaniwan ginagamit natin ang units of volume if we are talking about the space or the amount of liquid in an object. It consists of the length, width, and height of a 3D figure. So, here, kung kanina ang ating basic unit ay meter for the length or area, this time, kapag volume, we will be using liter. So, here are some equivalent units. 1 kiloliter equals 10 hectoliters. 1 hectoliter equals 10 decaliters. 1 decaliter equals 10 liters. 1 liter equals 10 deciliters. 1 deciliter equals 10 centiliters. And 1 centiliter equals 10 millimeters. So, halos wala namang pinagkaiba compare sa kanina, except yung letter M na meter dito for volume, it will be letter L. And then, ganun pa rin yung units of measures dito, napalitan lang ng letter L for deciliters, centiliters, and milliliters, which are, again, smaller units pag nandito banda sa right side. And then, sa left side naman ay ang decaliters, hectoliters, and kiloliters, which are larger units compared to the base liter. Sometimes, hindi naman talaga laging gamit yung liter for the measurement of the volume. Pwede pa rin naman yung meters, no? Pero iba na yung equivalent nun. As you can see here in the table, 1 kiloliter is equal to 1 cubic meter. 1 liter is equal to 1 cubic decimeter. 1 millimeter is equal to 1 cubic centimeters. So, as you can see, instead na 1 unit away lang to, naging 3 units away. Again, I put it here for you to remember that 1 milliliter is equal to 1 cubic centimeters. 1 liter is equal to 1 cubic decimeter, and 1 kiloliter is equal to 1 cubic meter. Okay? So how do we convert volume units? So to convert units of volume using the metric converter, we simply count the number of spaces between units and identify the direction. So, ganun lamang din kung gaano kalayo yung one unit to the other and yung direction, that's how we move the decimal point. Again, the units on the right side are smaller units compared to the left side. So let's have an example. Let's convert 876 liters to hectoliters. They belong to one metric converter, 876 liters to hectoliters. So this is 2 units away, and that is going to the left. So 876 liters will be equal to 8.76 hectoliters. Next, let's convert 2 liters to cubic centimeters. Remember, a while ago, we have this equivalent units na dinagdag natin just in case we have cubic meters for the given. So here, let's convert 2 liters to cubic centimeters. Notice that in this metric converter, we can see that 1 liter equals 1 cubic decimeters. So these 2 liters can be rewritten as 2 cubic decimeters. And then let's convert it to cubic centimeters. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. So it will become 2,000 cubic centimeters. So this means that 2 liters or 2 cubic decimeters is equal to 2,000 cubic centimeters. Okay? Or you can still use this. However, since we're talking about the volume, it involves 3 dimensions. So the decimal point will be moved thrice the number of places. Kaya naman, from decimeters to centimeters, this is just one place, times 3, it will become 3 decimal places. Kaya if you notice, 3 times natin siyang minove. Okay? And then, let's convert 820 decimeters cube to meters cube. So, again, pwede pa rin natin itong gamitin kung sanay tayo dito dahil decimeters to meters siya. So, this is 1 unit away from that. Pero since we're talking about cubic measures or volume, ita times 3 pa natin to. So, we will be moving 3 spaces. So, from 820, we move it to the left 3 times 1, 2, 3. It will become 0.82 or 0.820 cubic meters. Okay? So, pwede pa rin naman natin itong gamitin. 1, 2, 3. So, that's how we convert volume units. So, remember, kapag within this metric converter lang, we simply move it once kasi they are already liter to liters. Pero kapag ganito naman, and it involves volume or cubic units, we still need to multiply it by 3. And then remember also these equivalent units because it will also help you to convert liters to cubic measures. Okay? Now let's have the measure of mass. Mass refers to how heavy, how light an object is. And the basic unit of mass is gram. So usually ginagamit natin to kapag solid yung nasa loob ng isang object. As you can see, pinalitan lang natin ng base unit na instead of meters, we will be using grams. And the units on the right side are smaller or lighter units, just like decigram, centigram, or milligrams. And then on the left side, yung mas mabibigat na object. just like decagram, hectogram, and kilogram. So we can say that there are 10 milligrams in 1 centigram, 10 centigrams in 1 decigram, 10 decigrams to 1 gram, or another way, 10 times 10 times 10, that's 1000 milligrams in 1 gram. Or another one, 10 times 10 times 10, that's 1000 grams is equal to 1 kilogram. So how convert mass units? To convert units of measures of mass, again using the metric converter, we simply move the decimal point the same number of spaces between units to the left if that is smaller to larger, or to the right if that is larger to smaller. Okay, so halos wala namang pinagbago compare dun sa pinakaunang metric converter natin. The only difference that you can see is the letter G for grams. So let's have an example. Convert 3 kilograms to grams. So that is kilograms to grams, 3 spaces to the right. So that is 3000 grams. Next, convert 82,000 centigrams to hectograms. So from centigrams to hectograms, 4 to the left. So from 82,000, 4 spaces to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4. That will give us 8.2 hectograms. So no need to put 0 here kasi same meaning pa rin yan. And then convert 820 decagrams to decigrams. That is to the right. 820 to the right, 1, 2. That will give us 82,000 decigrams. Okay, so that's how we convert mass units. So to summarize our lesson, please remember this conversion table or this mnemonic device. Again, we have different base units. For the measures of length, we have meter. For the measure of mass, we have gram. And for the volume, we have liter. But most of them have the same units. For kilo, hecto, deca, deci, centi, and milli, we can easily remember their arrangement by using this mnemonic device. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. King for kilo, Henry for hecto, died for deca, by for the base unit, drinking for deci, chocolate for centi, and milk for milli. So again, the units on the right side are smaller units or lighter units, while on the left side are for the heavier or longer units. Helps you on how to easily convert units about metric system. So please make sure to watch the next video to know about conversion of units about time and temperature.